Hey, Falcons fans, what I'm about to tell you is going to shock you to your core. We've got insider information that's about to turn this entire NFC South upside down, and I'm talking about moves that nobody saw coming. You think you know what's happening in Atlanta right now? Think again. We've got practice squad signings that are actually chess moves. We've got former executives making moves that will make your blood boil. And we've got predictions about our defensive rookies that are going to blow your mind. But here's the kicker, and this is where it gets really interesting. There's a conspiracy brewing in the NFC South that involves a certain someone who used to call Atlanta home, and now he's working for the enemy. I'm talking about betrayal at the highest level, folks. Don't you dare scroll away without watching this entire video. Hit that like button right now if you're ready to have your world turned upside down. Smash that subscribe button because you're about to become part of an exclusive inner circle. And buckle up because the next minutes are going to change everything you thought you knew about your beloved Falcons. This is information that could shake the very foundations of the NFC South. You've been warned. Let me break this down for you because what happened this week is not just regular NFL business. This is psychological warfare, and the Falcons are playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. First up, our practice squad moves. Now, I know what you're thinking. Practice squad? Who cares about practice squad? Wrong! These aren't just any signings, people. We brought back Ronnie Perkins and Simeon Barrow Jr., and let me tell you why this matters. Perkins isn't just some random edge rusher. This dude has been grinding. He went from the Patriots' third-round pick to bouncing around the league, spending time with Denver, Arizona, and even tearing it up in the UFL with Birmingham Stallions, where he racked up 3.5 sacks in just 5 games. That's elite production, people. And Simeon Barrow Jr.? Don't sleep on this rookie. He dominated the preseason with a sack, forced fumble, and was on the field for 47% of defensive snaps in our final preseason game. That's not accident, that's talent being recognized. But here's where it gets spicy, Falcons faithful. Thomas Dimitroff, yeah, that Thomas Dimitroff, the man who drafted Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and helped build our Super Bowl run, has just stabbed us in the back. This morning, it was announced that our former GM has joined the New Orleans Saints as a consultant. Can you believe this? The audacity. The man who was responsible for some of our greatest draft picks is now helping Mickey Loomis build a roster to compete against US. This is the ultimate betrayal, and I'm telling you right now, this move is calculated, strategic, and absolutely ruthless. For 12 seasons, Dimitroff was our guy. He gave us the core that took us to Super Bowl 51. Yes, he had his misses. We all remember Tack McKinley and Perea Jerry, but this man knows our organization inside and out. He knows our tendencies, our philosophies, our scouting preferences. And now, he's sharing all of that with a division rival. But let's talk about something that's going to make you forget about Dimitroff's betrayal. Our rookie class is about to be legendary. The mailbag questions this week were asking about Jalen Walker versus James Pierce Jr. in the sack department, and I'm here to tell you that this comparison is going to define our entire season. Here's what the experts are saying, and this is inside information. James Pierce Jr. is being projected to lead our rookies in sacks this season. But here's the twist that nobody's talking about. Jalen Walker isn't just going to be an edge rusher. Listen to this carefully because this is huge. Walker was drafted at number 15 overall not to be just another pass rusher. The coaching staff has been saying they want him to master the edge position first, but mark my words, we're going to see Walker deployed as a chess piece. He's going to be moving all around the front seven, creating mismatches that opposing offensive coordinators won't be able to solve. Think about how Kirby Smart used him at Georgia: stack linebacker, edge rusher, spy coverage. This kid is going to be everywhere. And when teams think they have him figured out, boom! He's coming from a completely different angle. Now, let's talk about our backfield situation because this is where championship teams are built. The questions about Tyler Allgeier and Bijan Robinson's workload split are crucial for our success this season. Here's the insider scoop. We're looking at a 70-30 split in Robinson's favor, but, and this is the key, that number shifts dramatically based on game situations. When we're playing with leads in the fourth quarter, Allgeier becomes our secret weapon. Last season, we rarely had comfortable fourth quarter leads, which limited Allgeier's impact. But this year, With our improved defense and offensive weapons, we're going to be in more lead-holding situations, which means Allgeier is going to be feasting on worn-down defenses. And here's something nobody's talking about. Allgeier's short yardage and third down package usage is going to be critical. We're talking about 4 to 5 high-leverage moments per game where this man can be the difference between extending drives and punting. Championship teams dominate these moments. The Storm Norton situation is being severely underestimated by the media. When he comes back from injured reserve, this isn't just going to be a simple plug-and-play situation. Norton missed all of training camp, the preseason, and potentially 6 weeks of regular season action. But here's what's really interesting. What if Elijah Wilkinson or Michael Jarrell step up and absolutely dominate while Norton's out? This could create the kind of competitive depth that championship teams thrive on. Imagine having multiple starting caliber players competing for one position. That's how you build elite offensive lines. Going back to our practice squad moves, releasing Brandon Parker to make room for Perkins and Barrow Jr. wasn't just roster management, it was a statement. We're prioritizing hungry, talented players who are ready to contribute immediately if called upon. This is the kind of depth building that separates pretenders from contenders. When injuries hit, and they will hit, we're going to have battle-tested players ready to step up and make impacts. But let's circle back to this Dimitroff situation because I cannot let this slide. The Saints hiring our former GM isn't just about adding consultant expertise, this is about psychological warfare. They're trying to get inside our heads, trying to use our own history against us. But you know what? This might be the best thing that could happen to us. Now we have extra motivation, extra fire, extra reason to absolutely demolish New Orleans twice this season. Every time we face the Saints, we're not just playing for division supremacy, we're playing to show Dimitroff exactly what he walked away from. And speaking of this season, let me be crystal clear about our playoff expectations. It's not just we should make the playoffs or we have a good chance. No! We need to make the playoffs, and here's why this is our year. Our defensive rookie class is going to be special. Walker, Pierce Jr., Xavier Watts, Billy Bowman Jr., these aren't just rookies, they're game changers. Combined with our established veterans like Caden Ellis anchoring the middle of our defense, we're building something dangerous. Falcons Nation, what we're witnessing right now is the beginning of something extraordinary. From practice squad chess moves to rookie sensations to front office betrayals, this season is going to be wild. The energy around this team is electric. The pieces are falling into place. And while our enemies are making desperate moves like hiring our former executives, we're building a championship caliber roster from the ground up. Mark your calendars, set your alarms, and get ready for the ride of your lives. This isn't just another season, this is our statement year. The year we show the entire NFL that Atlanta is back and we're not going anywhere. Keep your eyes on those mailbag questions because the answers are going to shock you. Keep watching because the moves we're making are going to change everything. Go Falcons!